found rugby and I got fired like in Sproul, and I was like, finally somebody fired me, and so I joined my freshman year when I got here, and I've been playing ever since.
I joined the Women's Rugby team literally the second month of my freshman year of college, and I knew absolutely nothing about rugby. From the first meeting, went to the first practice, and then instantly fell in love. Had my first real injuries in rugby. Had my first real triumphs in rugby.
When I first heard about the tackling and stuff, I was like, oh my god, and my parents flipped out. It was like, at some point, like, I got injured and my parents were like, you can't play anymore. I was like, no, I'm gonna play.
I've actually been playing rugby for about 5 years. I started in high school, or just before high school rather. And since then, I've always dreamed of playing rugby at Cal.
Rugby has quite literally taken over my life in so many different respects.
Like, my top priorities are school and rugby, and so I make my life fit around it.
This is my 15th season.
Oh my goodness.
I was the assistant coach for 7 years, and I've been the head coach. I guess this is my 8th year as the head coach. I played on the team back in the 80s.
Out. Canada, Moffitt! Canada, Moffitt! I see one! Ready? 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 Whoa!
What's different about now is it's much more acceptable for the young women to play a sport and be involved in sports. That was a little less common when I was younger. I think there's still a challenge to step up and play a contact sport like rugby.
It's really difficult to be on a sports team just because I pay to represent Cal. So, I mean, I pay for my warm-ups, I pay dues to the team so that we can travel. Field space is always an issue.
The level of play has changed tremendously since I was a player. Really, it's much faster, the players are stronger, they know how to train better.
What it really takes is for people to actually say that, you know, they recognize that rugby is definitely like one of the most grueling sports, it's one of the hardest sports to play, and to actually have our back. Rugby is going to the Olympics in 2016, and I mean, with all of that being said, now when you look at the people that are playing, these young ladies that are playing now, it's like any one of us could be Olympians.
Yeah. Like, it's definitely opening up a lot of ideas that I hadn't really thought of before. Like, I fully plan on playing in the Olympics. That's my goal. And thereafter, I completely plan on playing professionally.
The team's a little smaller than it was, let's say, last year. So that's actually helped the chemistry. Some years we've got 50 players, and it's hard to keep that many players together. This year we're about 35 to 40 because the team made a conscious decision to step up the intensity and to make this a competitive season.
I feel like the players that we do have are completely committed to the team. People do gear, people arrange travel, we have officers that do everything.
We're having a good season. We expect to do well on the road this weekend, and if we do, as expected, we are going to nationals.
I am really excited. We've done really well. We're looking really good in our region, and I think we're going to look really good nationally. I really can't wait. I think we're going to put on a great showing at top 16, and I think that we're going to go on Final Four.
This weekend is just like that next step forward. This is when we got to go from a good team to a great team. Everything we do, we have to execute it. We have to just play our hearts out. Drop the